Okay, Simon, welcome back. Congrats with your top 8 spot here at YCS Milan 2018. You played Sky Strikers, right? Is there anything you want to say before you go to the list?
I'm glad to be back. I'm quite surprised I actually got there because I'm still catching up and learning a few things. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun weekend.
Okay, yeah. So you already spread out your list. Anything you want to say?
No, I mean this is why I spread it out because it's not that interesting. It's just trying to figure out what people are going to play most post new format.
Yeah.
And then just adjusting for that. So take out some hand traps because it's not going to be as many combo decks. But I kept these in because there are some like slash draw FTK. There's still wrong. Excuse me. There's still some wrongo. So this is just good against all of that, and I can't get dolphin. But I was expecting a lot of mirrors. I faced quite a lot of mirrors. Thunder Dragons and Auto Guys, so I made these. Side deck. These again, Dolphin can't hit this, and it's good against Thunder Dragons going second, and also just the combo decks in general. A lot of Thunder Dragon hate, even though I lost the one in top 8. Macro hate, and everything else pretty standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really have any questions, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Cameron, do you have questions?
I do have a few questions. So, how was your tournament experience here?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, so much has changed since the last period that I played properly. Like the stream is like a lot better now. Coverage is so much better. The venue is very nice, although it's very far from the centre.
Yeah.
But I really like Milan, Italy in general, with the food here. So like an hour journey from the centre is not very nice. Other than that, it's been pleasant. Yeah.
Alright. And then, why do you think Striker is the best deck in the format?
I don't think it's absolutely the best deck because it's not like Dark Arm Dragon was the best deck by far, and you have to play it or you just lose. I just think that it's marginally the best deck against. It's okay against. It's decent against everything, but it's just about picking something out of the top few decks like Rongo or some sort of combo. Also, guys in Thunder Dragon, whichever one you're really comfortable with, you should play that one. Even if this deck is like marginally better than the other ones, if you're more comfortable with that one, you should probably play that one. And I was more comfortable with this because I've been playing this pretty much the entire format, the entire season.
Yeah.
So I just went with this again.
So, do you have any advice for players that are seeking to improve or seeking to achieve tops at YCSs or Euros or North American WCQs?
Right. That I could spend like an hour talking about. That's like a completely different topic in time.
Alright.
I guess what I would do is always try to talk with people that are as good as you or better than you and test. It's really boring to do this, but I like I told you earlier, I test by myself with double screen on Ruling Book, and I literally just pull up I build all the decks that's relevant in the format, and I test the matchups, and I have like a spreadsheet of like the win ratios of them, like out of 10, out of 100 matches. And if you do that, it's very tedious because you're playing against yourself. So it's not very fun, but it helps you work out which is sort of the best deck. Thunder Dragons and Auto Guys, so I made these. Side deck. These again, Dolphin can't hit this, and it's good against Thunder Dragons going second, and also just the combo decks in general. A lot of Thunder Dragon hate, even though I lost the one in top 8. Macro hate, and everything else pretty standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really have any questions, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Cameron, do you have questions?
I do have a few questions. So, how was your tournament experience here?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, so much has changed since the last period that I played properly. Like the stream is like a lot better now. Coverage is so much better. The venue is very nice, although it's very far from the centre.
Yeah.
But I really like Milan, Italy in general, with the food here. So like an hour journey from the centre is not very nice. Other than that, it's been pleasant. Yeah.
Alright. And then, why do you think Striker is the best deck in the format?
I don't think it's absolutely the best deck because it's not like Dark Arm Dragon was the best deck by far, and you have to play it or you just lose. I just think that it's marginally the best deck against. It's okay against. It's decent against everything, but it's just about picking something out of the top few decks like Rongo or some sort of combo. Also, guys, in front of Dragon, whichever one you're really comfortable with, you should play that one. Even if this deck is like marginally better than the other ones, if you're more comfortable with that one, you should probably play that one. And I was more comfortable with this because I've been playing this pretty much the entire format, the entire season.
Yeah.
So I just went with this again.
So, do you have any advice for players that are seeking to improve or seeking to achieve tops at YCSs or Euros or North American WCQs?
Right. That I could spend like an hour talking about. That's like a completely different topic entirely.
Alright.
I guess what I would do is always try to talk with people that are as good as you or better than you, and test. It's really boring to do this, but I like I told you earlier, I test by myself with double screen on Dueling Book, and I literally just pull up I build all the decks that's relevant in the format, and I test the matchups, and I have like a spreadsheet of like the win ratios of them, like out of 10, out of 100 matches. And if you do that, it's very tedious because you're playing against yourself, so it's not very fun. But it helps you work out which is sort of the best deck. You're cutting this out, right? Yeah. So yeah, by doing that, you can work out the weaknesses of your decks, like the vulnerability points of every single deck. Being familiar with every single deck is very important. It takes a lot of time, but it's very important. I guess the second thing is to be honest with yourself with how good you really are. Because a lot of people, they tend to think you top an event and they're really good players, or they think themselves, but that doesn't carry on to the next event. It doesn't really matter. And then a lot of people just stop improving once they're satisfied with what they've done. If they win, they usually think they've played perfectly, which is just wrong. Like, I noticed so many mistakes when I came back of myself, even when I win, and those are the mistakes that you have to plug in order to improve. Like, if you don't find even those, I'm not talking about hard mistakes where you forgot to attack the game, that's like a hard mistake, just like a little mistake where, let's say, if you would use, before you use area, or whether you use area or you put this back first, and you have to work out the ratio of whatever's left. You have to know exactly whatever's left in your deck, spell-wise, and you have to know the percentage of, if you're looking for this, for example, from area, you have to work out the percentage of whether using this is worth. I'm not explaining this so well. Like, you have to work out the percentage of actually hitting this out of 3 cards, out of how many cards you have left, basically. It's really complicated, but basically just look for whatever mistakes that you can find of yourself. Like, I could literally go on for hours about this, but I think those two are the main points.
You mentioned about sort of like making the soft mistakes. Is there anything you think you could have done? You mentioned about the making the mistakes. Is there anything you personally think you could have done better at this event?
Oh yeah, loads. Absolutely. I write them all down.
Yeah.
There's a few. There was some really good players now, and I lost. Every time I lose, I work out exactly where I could have went wrong, or even when I win, I try to do that as well. Sometimes I would make like really marginal. In a feature match where I actually lost in game 2, so that was my mistake. I was 1-0 down, and he pitched Thunder Dragon Hawk, and I was saying okay to all of the moves, so instinctively I said okay as I flipped this over, and the judge ruled it as, and he had a Titan on board, and the judge ruled it as the Thunder Dragon Hawk is chilling 1, and then the Titan is chilling 2, and then this is chilling 3. Right, so that actually cost me the game. I didn't really argue so much because I realized I actually technically did say okay, and so that was my mistake. Yeah, I can't think of any other specific little mistakes at the moment. I literally write them all down. But yeah.
That's great. Okay. No questions? Okay. Simon, any last words?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like a big thank you to people like Joshua Schmidt, helping me through this test. Milan Schumacher, just telling me rulings and answering my ruling questions literally every single day. And Ben Sherman from the UK for providing me cards. I have no cards. Without them, I couldn't have come back to this point as quickly as I did.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Okay. Welcome back. Congrats.
Thank you.